Hello and welcome people to Panzer Dragoon, as it has been established that is the one and only name this series will ever be called from now on.
Panzer Dragoons.
And that is the weirdest thing, because you don't even destroy any sort of special facility or even like one of those searchlights. He triggered from destroying a ship that contained items. That is so weird. Now,
I've learned not to question it.
Now, I approached this fight very badly. Because what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to use the physical dragon form and keep using vengeance orbs to prevent from getting hit. You don't want to get hit, no matter what, because what they're gonna do when you get hit is they're gonna inflict you with pain. And
with pain.
Pain is a status condition that basically makes it so that you receive way more damage.
Oh, it's basically a weaken?
Yeah, basically. So, it's after you get inflicted with pain, you get you get taken down so easily. Now I'm doing it really badly because what you're essentially like he's going to use this. Yeah, what you're supposed to do, this thing holds on duct tape and paper and gum, chewing gum and paper. So you're just supposed to keep on hitting it while you have vengeance orbs on yourself to keep yourself from getting damaged. But because I am a moron, I keep on using the magic dragon as opposed to the attacking one. Now the explanation I will give for that is because up until this moment, before I never actually used the magic dragon, and on this playthrough I found it to be way more versatile than the attacking one that I have been using on my earlier playthroughs. So I completely ignored it. Oh, I think repair it quickly. There is also another one, I think, after it happens a couple more times, where the guy is gonna say basically, "God damn it, nothing works on this thing."
Because it's true.
Yeah, I mean, I actually love that aspect of fights against the Empire, because for the most part it's exploiting their how badly their technology is constructed. Because as we established, everything they made holds on duct tape, and it's basically they don't understand this technology. They're not really able to repair it or construct it. Everything they have, including the missiles, is actually they actually have scavenged them. Every missile they fire on us is an artifact.
Oh, that's disturbing, actually.
They don't, and all of their ships are essentially living organisms. That's why they look like they look. Well, they're that's the thing with the ancients. They didn't really have any sort of moral constraints as to what their technology was. So for them, there was hardly any difference whether or not, like you'll see, especially in Orda, there is a very thin line between what is mechanical and what is organic in what they make.
What has science wrought?
I believe it is. He says it once you reach the next stage, which will take a little bit. Yeah, here I wouldn't have to do this if I use the attacking dragon, because I would probably be done with it by this point. And using the Astral Phantoms isn't actually a very good idea, because they're almost twice as expensive as Vengeance Orbs, and only one of them will ever, only one of the Spritelings will ever hit the goddamn target. Because it will go in its direction, but it will only, because it only gets hurt on the bottom part. It's just a waste of potential. For that one thing, like for the same amount of magic, you can use Vengeance Orbs twice, whereas Astral Phantoms only once.
It's a whole power versus amount of times used kind of thing, right?
Yeah. And also you have to take into account that if you're actually doing it properly with the attacking dragon, then Vengeance Orbs are going to be like both Vengeance Orbs and like every kind of magic is going to be way more expensive. Like right now it only costs me 40 berserker points to make a shield, whereas with a attacking oriented dragon it's gonna be 65 or so.
Ooh.
And the effectiveness is like, well, with Vengeance Orbs it doesn't make too much difference. But with Astral Phantoms it actually does, and with every other berserker you're gonna be using, including heals and well, as I said, everything else, it's just gonna cost you both more magic and less power.
The Disintegrator.
This is one of the most frame rate lowering. He has one of the most frame rate lowering attacks, and you can only hit it, even though it says weak point all the time. You can only hit it when it's open like this. And using the magic attacks here is kind of risky. Well, first of all, shots don't work, as you see. Using magic attacks is kind of wonky because not all of them will actually hit the goddamn target. They will hit all around it, basically. You have to... Oh, and my Vengeance Orbs just went out.
That's ungood.
Yeah, they go out after some amount of time. It also shortens with if you have the... oh, that was something. Half of my HP just gone.
Is this the part where you're starting to regret using the
Magic Dragon, yes.
No, not just Magic Dragon, but the part where you're starting to regret
Oh, it only made...
not using items?
Not so much. It would have... As I said, it's only my stupidity, because it needs time to recharge. Does anything work? Seal the armor. Yeah, they will give you a couple seconds. So, and also one more thing, you can actually still hit it with the right magical attack. You can still hit it, even when it's close. So, if it closes on you when it has like almost no HP left, just
you can still hit it.
Yeah, that's a lot of zeros.
0.
I just love that in those games where the enemy is resistant to like get zero from all of your most powerful moves. You just have the most impressive pillar of zeros you can ever get. That's something I get a lot in because right now I'm playing Valkyrie Profile. That game has just the most amazing attacking animations. And a lot of enemies are just completely resistant to everything, so you'll just get the most amazing zeros. And yeah, I love that. It's hilarious. But
0. 57.
Yeah. There was one beyond the screen, but it's like raining from heavens, lowering the frame rate. Oh, and here I demonstrate how, in this phase, astral phantoms are absolutely useless. Because while the vengeance orbs will travel in such a way that they will actually hit for a little bit of something, the astral phantoms don't.
So they're worse than useless.
Yes,
essentially.
in this particular place, yes, they're worse than useless because they cost you more. They cost you more, and they don't give any results.
Because balance issues.
Ah, my eyes.
I'm going into an epileptic shock.
And again, just... You see? 0. Nothing. Nada. Worthless. Why did I invest into those guys? Why did I put my money on them?
Boss battles are extremely... What's the word I'm looking... Calculating, I guess?
Well, if... Not really. Again, I'm doing this the wrong way. If the best strategy to go with this is to go speed, attack, and put your dragon to be on an agility form. Leave it at agility at the edge of attacking, so that whenever he actually does inflict you with pain, you can regenerate it over 3 turns. And yeah, if you're not stupid like me, oh, that was awesome.
Ooh, that was a good hit.
540. Oh, and sometimes it just doesn't change the camera angle, which is weird. Even the letterboxing goes white.
That's impressive.
And again, 0. But don't worry, the next fight doesn't go like this. Simply because I got my shit together and actually used a different form. It's totally not because I got killed while doing it the wrong way. Don't tell this to anyone.
It's a secret from everybody.
Exactly. To everybody, for everybody, from everybody. But another thing, using the match, like, since this is going for way too long, using the spiritual type berserkers during boss fights, unless you have multiple targets, is gonna be a waste of magic, because they like this thing.
Oh.
This thing is gonna hit for multiple hits, while well, that is also special type berserkers, so they classify differently completely. But how the magical ones will work, they will only count this one target as one target. So, whereas the attacking ones will do more damage to the first target, which this will be the only thing it's gonna target. And the agility class are also gonna be kind of useless here, because they also they rely on being able to hit a couple targets, like a big target, from many sides multiple times. Kind of in the similar principle as the attacking class ones, but with a different, with a little bit of a different approach.
Always the different approach.
Yeah, I mean, this is something I like about RPGs like this one, or the Valkyrie profile. It's not really about your type of damage or how much damage it does. It's more about the way it hits. And this is, well, I got a really terrible rank on this.
Why even bother? Because he took 17 goddamn minutes for one fight.
Yeah, the next one is only... next one can only be, I think, either 5 or 7 minutes long. So, don't worry about it. Oh, and the next boss has the most peculiar shape. Keeping on with the tradition.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Of course.
Why are they even doing this? I can just fly over.
Because they have to. Because they have to.
No, actually, no, I remember now. It's not actually that they're blocking the way. It's not actually that they're blocking the way. They're preparing something.
Dick monster!
And that was that.